Our guest on the program is Assistant Commissioner of Police, CHIKE NWABUWA, the head of operations at the FCT Police Command. He tells us what he can as regards the rescued kidnapped victims from the University of Abuja, plans to keep Abuja safe as the year comes to an end, and the inconveniences residents may have to bear in the coming weeks. Please watch this. Mr. NWABUWA, welcome to Dateline Abuja.
Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations to the police. We just heard that the victims of the kidnappings in Gwagwalada at school have been rescued. What details can you give us right now?
It's a very happy news you want to tell us. The most important thing that I would want to hint here is that the victims have been rescued. Some suspects have been arrested, and investigation is still on.
How many suspects have been arrested?
Let's just, like the ones we have now, if we tell you we arrested 6 suspects, I don't know whether that will suffice.
Okay, so have you arrested 6 suspects?
Great. So, like I said, other details will be contained in our press release. We'll do more about that.
Okay.
Yes.
But where was the rescue operation? Where were they found? Or where was the rescue done?
Yeah, I have just told you that it will not be fair. This is an operational thing. It will not be fair for us to start revealing most of what has happened. But the most important is that the victims have been rescued unhurt, all of them. And to the glory of God, they have been reunited with the families.
So they're with their families right now? Yeah. And just to be clear, no ransom was paid in this?
No ransom. Ransom, when we were on top. Well, like I said, let me not divulge all that we need to give you in the press release. Yes, the security, not just the police, the security agencies put hands together and worked tirelessly to see that this is achieved.
So this was a joint effort?
Joint effort. In fact, the day after the incident, that was on Wednesday, the CP, don't forget that on Tuesday morning, the CP went to the scene of crime, visited all the areas that are important to us, the persons too that were also concerned, the authorities. And upon his return, he summoned a joint meeting of all the security agencies in FCT.
So this was an FCT effort?
FCT effort. It was great, yes. And like you will always have it, we always have, want to synergize with everybody involved. Part of the one we classify as G7 in security circle were also involved. So the CP didn't take it lightly. He has been on and on and on until everybody helped in whichever way that we could. And glory be to God, here we have the result.
Well, it is very good news for a lot of Nigerians, especially from the academic community, because, you know, it was students, and now we're looking at lecturers. Is this something that worries the police force, really? You know, the fact that the academic environment has become a target for kidnappers? And is there a plan on some level to, you know, maybe ramp up security around, you know, educational institutions across the nation even, you know, to ensure that these places don't become a market for kidnappers, as we have seen with secondary schools across the country?
Yeah, what I would simply say is that we are going to rejig our plans. We will have to review and re-strategize. We have, since, if you recall, we had these issues in other states where schools were invaded and students were taken away, okay? So as soon as we had such reports, we in FCT didn't joke with it. We put everything in shape to see that schools are properly segregated. We involved everybody, both the community, because we believe that community policing is also a factor that can assist. So everybody was involved in this. All the schools, the principals of the schools or the heads of schools were also involved. As I'm talking to you now, there is no school you go to in FCT, especially those ones with boarding facilities. Yes, they are well fortified. So this one took us aback. Well, we're surprised that it...
Because this is a very secure school. In fact, its location, you can't even fly a drone in that school, you know, in the surroundings. It's actually a very secure location. So yes, you are correct. It did shock a lot of us that this attack could happen.
Great.
So is there going to be increased security to ensure that this doesn't repeat itself?
Like I mentioned earlier, I said we are going to re-strategize. We'll just review what we have in place, what we have put in place so far, and then see how we can improve on it. Yes, I am sure and confident that this will not repeat itself.
You know, while we're talking about kidnappings, you know, let's take a look at some trends in the nation's capital, especially towards the end of the year. Many suburbs, Gosa especially, and many other places, are known to have kidnapping incidents at the end of the year. In fact, there was a year where we went to a particular village, and they had kidnapped over 30 people, and and in that case, the people who were kidnapped actually paid ransom because we spoke to them when they came back. Talk to us a bit about this situation, you know, seeing as we're coming towards the end of the year. What's the police doing to ensure that suburbs, especially in the nation's capital, are secure as the year rounds up?
Good enough. I'll tell you that I was the area commander in one of the areas you are talking about. And when we got there...
What area was that?
If it matters to you, Abuja. Don't forget that at the time that place was always in the news.
Oh, yes.
Good. And when we got
both
there...
the communities and the highway?
Everywhere. Everywhere. So we put heads together with all concerned, like I said. Usually we want to carry all that along. And while doing that, we were able to get the plate properly secured. I beat my chest to say that you hardly hear of kidnapping in Abuja these days. Yes, because we worked hard on it, and the authorities rolled out everything we needed, and that is why the place has been so quiet. So what other areas that these things are happening now, we're also taking note of those ones, and we're going to extend the same action to this area, and I'm sure the result will be positive.
Well, Mr. NWABUWA,
thank you.
You have quite a lot of work ahead of you.
Great.
Congratulations on the work done so far in the rescue of our people from the academic community, and we wish you all the best in the months to come.
Thank you, and God bless you.